Oh. Hola, hola. If you're new here, I'm Christine. Welcome to my channel. Today, we need a new set because what is this? I have so much to catch you up on. It's been the craziest, like 2 weeks since we've talked. So let's get this day started. Hola, we are done with our nail appointment. Look at it, look at it, look at it. She never misses. She never misses. This one is so fun. The way that I can just look at this forever because it's so fun. I'm gonna have a little mukbang in the car. I went to Jersey Mike's. I don't know why I've been so obsessed with Jersey Mike's lately, but we're gonna eat our little sandwich and then I'll tell you what we're doing. Oh, there's tomatoes in here. Yeah. The last time that we talked, things got crazy because one of Horace's really close friends passed away very suddenly, and so we had to make sure that we made the funeral. And if you do not know, my husband is from Alabama, so that's where all of his friends and family and everything is at. So we had to make the trip to Birmingham pretty last minute earlier this week. We left Sunday, we were there Monday, and then came right back Tuesday because between him and I and work, we just couldn't be away that long. Also, because we have a family reunion coming that we have to be right back in Birmingham for. We literally never go to Birmingham, and we have to be there twice this month. It was really unexpected. It kind of threw everything off, but situations like that, you just kind of, you know, do what you can. I am no stranger to grief, as we know. So, I mean, it's just part of it at this point. So, because we are having to turn right back around and go right back to Alabama in a couple weeks, or literally next week, the girls winded up staying in Alabama. So, I do not have any children currently, and it's a very strange situation to be in. Oh. You know, when Jersey Mike's passed Chick-fil-A for like the most popular fast food place, I understand. I get it. This is just so good. It's like not too heavy. It's seasoned down. It's so good. So yeah, I don't have children. It's very weird to just get up and be able to go. My goal is to like lock in for work. Things have been absolutely crazy at the agency. I don't know if I told you I'm at the movies. I came to see a movie because I don't have children. I don't know what to do with my life. My husband works till like 10 p.m. on Fridays, so I needed something to do, and I love seeing a movie by myself. Last time I saw a movie by myself, I ate way too much popcorn and my tummy hurt, so we will not do that again. Lesson has been learned. That's when I have a little sandwich, and then we'll go eat some just a tiny bit of popcorn, okay? But things have been super crazy at the agency. We did bring on, I did mention to you guys that we did bring on a videographer. That was so awesome to me. And then the coffee shop that I think I mentioned to you guys last time did wind up coming on contract. They're all very sweet and kind. They just need literally all hands on deck right now until their grand opening. Soft launch, promotions, influencer marketing, talking to vendors, literally everything we're handling. And it's just a lot. But I knew it was going to be a lot when we signed on. Totally fine. I'm just being pulled in a million different directions. It's really hard for me to be awake from work right now. But because we brought on the coffee shop, I just knew I needed help. So I put out a carousel that we're hiring, and I got so much feedback. Like the first day that I went up, I got like 3 resumes, and then I've gotten probably like 5 more. I'm specifically looking for technically a social media manager, but not a social media manager just yet. I'm looking for like a planning coordinator, somebody who will just plan out the content, will make the content. I will still be the one to post and engage and do all of the other things that come with being a social media manager. I will still be doing all of that for majority of our clients. I just really need help building and planning calendars. I used to be able to do all of it on my own, and now that we've gotten to the scale that we've gotten, Andy is so busy doing like websites and actual like brand kits, getting their branding solid for clients that are clients but not social media clients. So there's like 2 separate parts of the agency that we're both just really doing our best to keep up with. So I really need the help. Andy used to help me, but now she's tied up doing a million other things, so I still need help. We actually had 2 interviews yesterday and 1 interview today. I think part of the reason I got so many applications is because it is technically like a remote role, right? Like we don't work from an office, we work from home. I of course am on site for my clients for content days and things like that, but not all the time. So I think because it is a remote role, a bunch of people applied. Even though it is remote, I do still really want somebody who's local to San Antonio, local to, you know, the Hill Country, Texas, just because with social media everything is so fast paced and all of our clients are small and local businesses in this area. So in order to serve them best, we have to know what's happening around town, like, you know, things that are relevant, like the Spurs being in the playoffs, the freaking giraffe that went missing. Like they're not gonna know that other places. So it was important to me to find somebody who's local. So the 2 interviews I had yesterday are actually both local. One of them is a creator in San Antonio that I've actually met before, and it's crazy because I work with another agency in San Antonio as an independent contractor and help them as a social media manager too. The girl who recommended me to them is actually the one who applied to help me. I'm like, oh, how full circle, like how cute is that? Like, so her interview was first and I loved her down. Honestly, yesterday both of our interviews went really well and I didn't know how I was going to be able to pick a choice. I have a problem with wanting to, you know, support everybody and help everybody, and if somebody is in a position to where they are really eager to learn, you know, I would love for them to be the one to have the opportunity. My husband says I'm too nice, but that's never a bad thing, right? The second girl, a woman in Ohio, so I'm in New Braunfels, so she was not far from me at all, and she's a social media manager. She has a couple clients. Then we had another interview today. Homegirl was from New York City. I didn't know she was from New York City. Didn't say that on her resume, which weird. You should have your address on your resume and your phone number and your email. All that should be on there. But I didn't see that she was from New York City. So when we hopped on the call, I'm like going over the interview questions with her. And I'm like, okay, where are you located? She said New York. Excuse me? How did you get here? Like what? How did this happen? So I really liked her. She seems extremely capable, and you know, I'm sure she's great. But as soon as she hung up the phone, Andy was like, I know you're not gonna hire her. And I was like, why do you know that? She said, because she's in New York City. I'm like, exactly. That's exactly why I'm not gonna, I can't. It just doesn't make sense. One of my best friends is from New York and I love New York. Like I'm hoping to be there at the end of the year, but it's just so far. And the people there are very specific type of people. Whereas here, like being in a small town in Texas, everybody's overly friendly. Like we have some clients who it's extremely important that they're community driven and all of that stuff. So how would I be able to translate that to her, explain that to her? So I think after thinking about it overnight, I think I know exactly which direction I want to go. I think the person that I'm going to choose will really benefit the agency, but also upkeep my ideal, what I want for the agency moving forward. I've had to do a lot of like soul searching in a way of like, what is my goal here? Because for me, it was never big business. Like that's never my goal. I don't want to have way more clients than I can take on. Like I want to keep it personal. I feel like every move that I've made, it's always been like exactly at the right time. I think I mentioned this in my last video, but it's all like I'm confident that I will make the right decision because that's just the way that things are supposed to go. I think that was everything that I needed to tell you. We are hiring. I think I found somebody to hire. We were in Alabama. Next week we have the family reunion. Today I'm gonna go watch this movie. I have been hearing a lot, so I'm gonna go see Obsession. I've never seen a rated R scary movie on my own. The last time that I came to the movies, I saw Letters to Him or Letters from Him or Reminders of Him. That's what it's called. And I had read that book, so that's the movie that I saw. And one of the scenes was like very adult content, and it was the strangest, oddest experience watching that kind of scene in a room full of other adults. It was very weird. But Obsession, I think it's like his girlfriend goes crazy or something, and I don't know. We're gonna see what it's all about. But I'm gonna go watch this movie. You can come with me to grab our popcorn and our little drink, and we'll go find a seat and we'll sit down by ourselves and we'll watch a movie. If you have not done something on your own, this is your sign to do so. Watch a movie, go paint some pottery. Those are two of my favorite things to do by myself. I will never in my life go eat like at a restaurant by myself, but painting pottery, watching a movie, anything that I can be like in my own little zone for, I'm all for. So let's go catch a movie and then I'll give you updates when I'm done. Okay. There's so many crying children around here and I'm so glad I'm by myself. I'm sorry. Got bowling in here and the World Cup playing. Okay. I always bring a blanket, but I don't have one because this was a last minute decision. You think these are like $45?
Ever since
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning. It's No Scroll Sunday. Let's get this day started. That's my nighttime sound. I think this is the third Sunday that I have decided to implement our no scrolling rule. When the girls are here, it's different. Everybody needs something. Something's constantly happening. But this is our first no scroll Sunday without the children. So I have a lot of work to do. I'm really trying to lock in to get as much done as I can before we go back to get them. So we're gonna see what we can do today. I'm probably gonna head to the coffee shop that we just took on because we need to finalize their grand opening details. And it's one of those things that I feel like I need to be very closely involved in. At first I was like, we haven't done many grand openings, kind of feeling like the imposter syndrome, right? Like, am I good enough? Am I qualified? All of the things. And then looking back at it, we've done so many grand openings and ribbon cuttings, and especially for our Kerrville clients, they're all part of the Chamber of Commerce in Kerrville. So it's like we've done several ribbon cuttings. We know how it goes. We know the process. We know how to grab the footage. So I don't know why I was so anxious about doing the grand opening for the coffee shop because, baby, we've done this before. And then not just that, but we did the grand opening for the kids spa. Jenna opened her third San Antonio location. That was like a huge party that we worked months and months and months on. So we have grand openings under our belt. I don't know why. I was just freaking out about it for no reason. That's just what we like to do around here. Okay. That movie that I watched on Friday was honestly the weirdest movie. It wasn't super scary. I watch a lot of scary movies. I listen to a lot of true crime. I'm no stranger to those kinds of movies, but it was just it made you uncomfortable in the best way when it comes to filmmaking. There was definitely times where it was made to be weird and uncomfortable, but that's the whole point of the movie. One couple walked out, which if you're the type of person who walks out on a movie, life is not that serious. Otherwise, I thought it was very interesting. I understand why the men were kind of freaking out about it afterwards. All of the discourse I was seeing online was pretty funny. Yeah, that's my review. If you haven't seen it and you want some alone time, you want to go catch a movie that's out in theaters, it was a decent watch. So it was only also like an hour and 45 minutes, so it wasn't anything crazy. Also, last night was the 4th of July, so these animals were acting actually insane. Because I run the Pets Barn account, every 4th of July they do promotions where they give out samples of their calming chews. They're supposed to help obviously calm the animals down and all the things, but yesterday our animals were extremely unhappy. This is the state of my kitchen currently. Nobody freak out. So these are the calming chews that we get from Pets Barn. They gave us like a sample because I did a promo video with them one year, and so we just have like a bunch left over because there's no reason you should be giving this to them constantly. Zuri is very large, so I gave her 2.5, and she was panting, like super short of breath all night long. She was you could just tell she was anxious. Like, she was panting like crazy. It just was not a good experience for her. I felt so bad. But then I got online and saw all these other animals just like chill and calm and sleeping after their medication. but I think they were given like a prescription drug, probably from their veterinarian, and that clearly works really well. So the calming chews did not do what I needed them to do. They were freaking out anyways. I did give her 2, which it says 1 per 25-pound dog, and she is very large. I know she's more than 50 pounds, but I did give her 2. Maybe I should have given her more, but I didn't want to knock her out or anything. I was actually really scared about it. So yesterday morning, I don't know about you guys, but I have to take at least some time on the weekends to do absolutely nothing. I am such a homebody and I love being home and I love having literally nothing to do on my to-do list. So I have to, for my mental health, take at least a day where I'm not filming all day or working all day or, you know, doing something all day. I have a hard time slowing down if I have a lot of things that I know I need to get done. If I have nothing on my to-do list, it's the middle of the month, nothing crazy is happening, I will sit on the couch all weekend. But also with children running around, it's really hard to just sit and actually do nothing, right? Like somebody needs a snack, somebody needs help with something, somebody wants, you know, there's always something, and I love my children to death. It's just, that's just the reality of being a parent, right? Like you constantly have to be doing something for somebody, or it's just a thing. So it's obviously really hard to like slow down and do all that stuff when the girls are here, which is totally fine. But yesterday I was like, I have free will. I can stay in bed all day, right? I didn't have anywhere I needed to be urgently. I didn't have anything that was like super urgent that needed to be done. I did need to work a little bit yesterday, but other than that, like there was nothing crazy that I needed to do. I took that as my sign to sit in bed all morning yesterday. I woke up at 8, started a movie on my TV because now we have a TV in my room. We didn't have any TVs in the room other than the one in the living room. And every time I say that to people, they're like, that's weird. But that's just the way that my household has operated. But now we got Horace a TV for Father's Day. And so now we have a big TV in the living room and the other TV went to our bedroom. So now there's a TV in my bedroom. And I put on voicemails, is it voicemails for Isabel or voicemails to Isabel, something like that on Netflix. You guys, when I tell you that movie gutted me, I was sobbing in my bed the entire time. And I had seen on Netflix that that was the case. Everybody was like really distraught about this movie. And I was like, okay, like I'm not doing anything today. Let's put it on. And bro, it was rough. If you've been on my YouTube channel for any period of time at all, you guys know that I lost my brother when I was 16. So her dealing with the grief of, I don't want to give you any spoilers, but obviously in the promo, it tells you that her sister dies. So her dealing with the grief of, you know, losing her sister, and she's sending her these voicemails, and it's just literally was so sad. It was so sad. It was beautifully written in a way that like, it's kind of, I guess, like a romantic comedy. But, and it does get really cheesy at points, but nothing that's like crazy. Does that make any sense at all? And if you need a good cry, if you need to feel something, definitely watch it. Prepare yourself, especially if you deal with any kind of like loss or grief or anything like that. It can get heavy, but it was so cute. It was so sweet. The last like 30 minutes of that movie, I was sobbing. The last part of it, they didn't have to do that to me. They really could have just like ended the movie, but no, it was a wild ride. You know what I watched the other day that actually made me sob? My Girl. I don't know what possessed me the night before we left to Alabama, but I put that movie on and it was a huge mistake because when we were going to Alabama, we were going to the funeral. Horace walks in and he's like, what's going on? I was like, I'm just rewatching My Girl and it's so sad. He's like, oh my God, he hates when I do that to myself. I'm just a girl. I don't know what he wants from me. But now I have some work to do and I cannot scroll today. So probably gonna put some more ice in my cold brew from yesterday, head to my office, go get some work done, and then we will get ready and then we'll head over to the coffee shop. So I'll see you then. Bye.
Update. I did in fact get ready. I did in fact go to work. I did not in fact bring you with me, and I'm so sorry. But this video, I fear, is over. If you're new here, usually my vlogs are more I hold myself more accountable than this, but this is what you get. I'm so sorry. I still love you so much. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. The bell notification lets you know when I upload my next video so you never miss an upload. If for whatever reason you do not see it or you do not get notified, I will always let you know when a new video goes live on my socials. These are my socials. This is where you can find me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Now that our nail appointment is over, I didn't want to, so let's back up. So, that movie that I watched yesterday, not yesterday, today's Sunday. So, I didn't have, hey!